there. So this week has been a little difficult for me. I'm very run down and I'm sick, so I've not been on very much. I have started a new video on YouTube of Harry Potter Legacy, so that's kind of keeping me a little bit sane. So you want to watch the playthrough of that, go over to my YouTube channel under RaviePops and have a look. But I will say that this week has been very difficult. The steps program was enlightening. It was all about, as I said, the filters and all that stuff. And to be fair, the filters they're very telling on how I became the way I am. You know what I mean? And how I see the world, which is interesting, you know. And one of the things that came up is the reason that I am a self-sacrificer, which is a type of filter, and that is one of the things that stick out to me. One of the key moments that stuck out to me over Christmas is I went to the shop, and the boy at the counter. Now I don't know this boy. I just see him when I go shopping. Right, he's just a cashier, and he was telling me how he had to walk home from the city centre on New Year's, because we were just talking about New Year's, as you do. They go, how was your New Year? You go, it was fine. How was yours? And then he was like, oh, it was alright, but I had to walk back from town and it was raining. And even though I don't know this boy, I was like, the first instinct that came into my mind was, you should have called me and I would have picked you up, right? How ridiculous does that sound? That just sounds like I'm a mental person. But the thought of someone going home and not being able to get there or being stuck out in the rain, even though I don't know them, because I have a car, I'm like, I would have helped you. And that's because I don't value myself as highly as other people. And that's one of the filters. And the phrase that stuck out to me when they were like, they ask you what's the first thing you think of when you think of these specific breakdown of filters. And I went over the different breakdowns of them in my last video. And one of the key moments that stuck into my head was, I wants never gets. I got told that a lot when I was little, and it made me stop asking for things. It made me stop requesting my needs. Like, I just stopped. I was like, well, I won't get them anyway if I ask, so best to just sit in silence and hope someone notices that I need something. And that obviously has stuck with me all this time. Which is, I know it's a little phrase and it probably wasn't meant in the way that I took it, but I was little and no one wouldn't explain it to me properly, and that is how I just took that information into my brain. And it's one of those things that it kind of stuck with me, and I realised, you know, that's where that comes from, that's where that stemmed from. And I found it very interesting, but also a little soul crushing, you know, a little upsetting that is the way I am, and obviously it is very challenging to challenge these thoughts and these feelings and be like, hang on a minute, no, I need to take care of myself first, which is an unusual thing for me to deal with. Like, I'm not a selfish person. If I had like £2 in my bank and somebody needed it, I would happily give it to them. I'm just that sort of person, and so challenging those thoughts, and I'm not saying become a selfish person or become like entitled and be like, I expect everything because I've had a hard life. No, I'm just saying I need to look at a situation and be like, is this something that I actually want to do, or is this something that I feel like I have to do, which is a big step forward in my recovery anyway. So I'm proud of myself, but I'm tired. I'm exhausted. It is a lot of work, and if you've ever tried to challenge the way you do something every day and then try and do it differently, it wipes you out. It really does. But I'm keeping up with it, and I'm getting there bit by bit. So I thought I'd check in and just say give you a little update on what's happening, and keep myself motivated, knowing that I am doing the best that I can at the moment. But I hope everybody else's journey is going great, and no matter where you are on it, no matter what stage you're at, just keep at it. You're doing a great job, and if no one's telling you that, believe in yourself, because you are doing a good job. That's what I tell myself. But thanks for listening, and I hope you have a good week, and I will see you next week. Bye!